Okay, bet. What's up? So I'm Deuce, and this is designed by Deuce, and this camera looks really clear. That's fire. Anyways, I am doing a challenge for myself right now where I am going to try to and draw like Javier Pulido. Why am I doing this? Because recently when I woke up this morning, I read two tweets. The first one was about Adam the Blue Marvel, talking about how his comic book series was kind of based in the Obama era of respectability politics, how it was like playing it safe. And two, how someone was saying Javier Pulido's artwork sucks. So we're gonna merge both those tweets into one video. Tweets into one video. What we're gonna do is we're gonna draw a Blue Marvel story in the style of Javier Pulido. That's what we're gonna get him to do. It's gonna be a crazy challenge because, as we can see here, uh, Dodoria. I don't draw often, and I just have pens. I don't own a pencil, so I'm not gonna be able to erase anything. But look, we have some Javier Pulido artwork for inspiration, and we have Blue Marvel scenery. So, let's get started. Let's get yeah. I'm gonna try to hook this up in here, and hopefully we can bend it in a way to where you guys can actually see what I'm drawing. All right. So, all right. Let me see. I think when you're on live, people like the screen to be straight on, right? So, if I can make it straight, let's see if I can make it straight. Or the camera. Right? And we're going to zoom this in. So that's a full comic book. All right, so how are we going to start this off? I think I want to start off with some shapes. Like how does he begin to craft his scenes? How do his characters look? What are the shapes like? I think I feel like he has a lot of round shapes. Let's say this is a person running. I don't even know how well you can see that. How well can you see this? Let's see. Like I said, guys, this is going to be a very experimental video. But I want to have fun. I want to have fun with it, so that's what we're doing. A lot of squares. He uses a lot of different paneling. So, my initial idea for the paneling for the drawing is, right, so it's going to be a square here. This is the first circle. Let's say it's 5 panels for sake of the argument. Panel 1, President talking. This is going to be the largest one with Blue Marvel flying. And then smaller slices of other stuff. Or even, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This mission of 5 panels actually, that's a better layout. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? We're going to start a poll. How are you? Are you good? Are you bad? Or are you okay? Now, this is probably going to look really wild on, if you're, okay, yeah. Can I move that? Yeah, let's move that. How do you pass grade 12 math? Big dog, I have no idea. I'm not doing math right now. This is, I'm doing comic books. I'm doing paneling. All right, so this is how we're going to start. So from that panel, we can actually make that even bigger. Yeah, so if I can see right here, if we zoom up, I'm attempting to draw like a few pages of blue marble in the style of Javier Pulido. Specifically something like this, to where it's very like, it's very focused on the panel structure. I think Javier Pulido, to me, he reminds me of other artists like Marcos Martin or Javier Rodriguez, where it's like kind of cartoonish, with very like pop-esque coloring, stuff like that. But where were we? Also, I have a ruler pen. Yeah. So back to where we were with the paneling. We're gonna go all the way down with this. All the way down. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now in panel 1, let's move the laptop back up here. Ooh, that sounded crazy. Panel 1 is going to be based on the conversation that he's having with the president here. Like, this is going to be panel 1. It can be from it's likely going to be from an aerial perspective. So let me see. Dang, I'm completely blanking. The table in the middle of the room, right? Chair number 1, chair number 2, the president and Adam. You know, they're both sitting, these are hands, they're sitting. That's panel 1. And he's like, and then let's do some text. He's gonna be like, no. He's saying no. Like, no, I'm not accepting what you have. I'm not accepting this idea. I'm not accepting this idea. Now, we're gonna Google draw character flying, because this is what we're going to be doing. It's going to be aerial. Like, y'all see that? Aerial movement. Let's see. What's up, Xavier? What's up? So, as we're going, he's flying. This is going to be the basis of his body. Torso. Right? His torso. Let's see. Let me see. His legs are going to be together. And his feet here. One arm is going to be bent with a fist. And the other arm is going to be straight out. And of course, we need to refine these shapes some more, because it ain't supposed to be in a suit. No, that looks kind of crazy. But yeah, he's taking off. He's taking off. He's taking off on Mr. President here. He's taking off. 1, 2. And then in that, right, I would say the president has to be looking like completely shocked. Like shocked and angry. Like, he has to be looking like shocked and angry. And then let's see, number 4, 4, 5. I think that he's probably, let me see. Let's draw 2 characters hugging. I'm pretty sure he has like a girlfriend. Right? So that's what we're going to do. The other head. This person here, shoulder, down, arm, grabbing their shoulder in comfort. And to define the lines more for this character. Does that look like they're hugging? Does it look like they're hugging? Does it look like this? And then he's like something like, I couldn't, can y'all read that? I couldn't do it. He's crying in her arms, right? Boom, boom, boom. And then, let's see. I think he's going to be walking. One foot in front of the other. Big position. Right? Cape flowing. And then like people are going to be like gasping at him and pointing at him. Right, so part 1, he taught panel 1. He leaves the president. He says no, he's not going to work with him. Panel 2, he flies away. Panel 3, the president is looking like surprised, angry at him. Panel 4, he's with his girlfriend hugging her. And panel 5, he's back in business. He's back in business. Now, so if that's the case, we can keep going with this a little bit. Because if someone's going to be, let's say for instance, someone is protesting, right? And they're holding their sign. And they're yelling and they're angry and they're holding their sign like no black superheroes or whatever they're saying, right? This sign that they're holding could be a what's it called? A panel grid separation. A panel grid separation. As he's walking through the crowd, you see there's like a crowd of people, and his cape is flowing, and he's walking, head high. Arms to the side. Let's actually make him look muscular. He's walking, 1 foot in front of the other. Confident man. His mask is off, because people know that he's black now. His mask is off. He's walking past the crowd. And the sign's like, no colored people, no colored superheroes, or whatever, right? And then maybe he's saying something to the crowd. Uh, as he has his luscious curly hair. He might be having a speech. But he's not necessarily like in the happiest mood because they are being a little racist, you know? And of course, there's the crowd of people in the background. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Uh, yeah. And then how we getting it from here? I don't know, but I'm actually enjoying this because I don't like I said I don't know if I said it at the beginning of this video or not, but I don't. I'm more of a writer than an artist. So this is a stretch for me, especially stretch myself with because I have a pencil. I mean, because I have a pen and no pencil, and because I don't draw often. 5 panels, 5 panels, 5 panel layout. I think that's decent for that first page, and then this for that second page. Maybe he can even have his hand up, be like, "Yo, stop, y'all, bro." Like he's like, "Yo, stop, like chill." 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh, um, yeah, he's just like, "Yo, stop." Or maybe he gives him the middle finger. Who knows? He just like, "Yo, middle finger. Who cares?" But yeah. So this is called uh, Adam Has the Blues, or something like that. Yeah. So this is just an angry person was like, "No, no, we don't want you. We don't want you." We don't want you here. Right? And then it's like maybe there's some people talking, but in the background's like fire and buildings. That doesn't really look like a building too much. But yeah. Boom, boom. So that's like 1, 2. This guy being technically 4, 5, 6. Like 6 different panels. And then in this panel maybe he's ascending. Like, I don't care what you guys say. I am going to stay. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm still going to be a hero. Even though you may not like it, I'm still going to be He's like, you can dislike me, but I won't stop. Hello, hello, hello. Get out of here. Get out of here. And then, what they say, some people be like, chaos ensues or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. So, yeah. Inspired by the boy Javi. Page 1. Page 2. With where we are right now, actually, I am thinking about adding another page potentially because I want it to be to where he doesn't stop. Let me see if I can flip the camera. You. Yo, so yeah. So that was about 20 minutes of a little just, I guess you call that drafting, because I don't even know if that was sketching. But kind of like writing and drawing at the same time. But the dude Adam, yeah, he's like, he's not being discouraged. Ooh. My fault. He's not being discouraged by what's going on. He's not being discouraged by what the president says or what the people feel. He's going to keep going. And I've been kind of like not really brainstorming the panel layout, but brainstorming the theme of ideas. A theme of ideas with black superheroes. Right? And what do I mean by that? What do I mean about black superheroes? Because there are, small amount of black heroes. And he's like, hey, instead of hiding away, I can be an inspiration to other people. I can be a mantle that can be passed down. I can be an icon to other black and or minority people. So think about it. Or as I was thinking about it. At this time, if it's the 1960s, there's probably two black American superheroes. That's Isaiah Bradley, Captain America, and Adam Brashear, Blue Marvel. The third one would be Black Panther, which I think at this time would probably be T'Chaka, but he will be in Africa. He's in Wakanda, Africa. So he's not really going to be, doing much. He's not going to be doing much. But we can, this can be a generational thing. Now we know the Patriot, he's inspired by I think it's his uncle or his granddad, If he's the young Avenger, he's inspired by that Captain America. But, right? Like, and of course, T'Chaka inspires T'Challa. And Isaiah inspires whatever bro's name is for Patriot. But, like, Adam Brashear, he's going to inspire people too. Like, Cairo, I believe Cairo or Kenya, that's where Storm is from. She might see him on TV one day, get inspired, When Professor X talks to her, she might remember Blue Marvel as he's like trying to get her to join the mutants, he might, Speaking of which, let's pull up some artwork. Oh no. It's on my phone's at 20%, bro. 20%, big dog. What do Javier Rodriguez? Storm. Oh shoot. Let's flip the camera. Look at this. I know he did Valkyrie. Thunderstorm. Like, yeah, like imagine Because I feel like Rodriguez, yes. Rodriguez, like Javier, like but Pulido and Rodriguez art is similar. And imagine like because Blue Marvel took the stand and he decided not to back down. He decided to be an inspiration. This could be like a collage of heroes that are inspired by Blue Marvel because he took that stand, because he didn't back down. There's multiple generations. There is that the first gen, which is Isaiah Bradley, Captain America, T'Chaka, Black Panther, and Blue Marvel. Then there's the second gen. That's like Storm, Luke Cage, T'Challa, Photon, Misty Knight, Rage, Triathlon, 3D Man. That's the second gen. Then we have the third gen. That's Power Man, the boy who was inspired by Luke Cage. There is Miles Morales, Spider Man. There is Tempest on the X Men. We might be able to include Maggot in that group. Manifold. Gateway is probably going to be Gen 1, probably. Um, yeah. Yeah. Let's look up like young Black Marvel characters. Oh, look at that. There goes Patriot back there. Shuri, Miles, Nick Fury, Blade. How did I forget Blade? Is that Moon Girl? I think that's Moon Girl. Bishop, Manifold, Okoye, Storm, Valkyrie, Blue Marvel, of course. Cloak, War Machine. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, something like 20, 23 to 24. Luciano Vecchio. That's Shuri. That's Patriot. That's Dr. Voodoo, I believe. Blade. Nick Fury Jr. Yeah. Like, think about this. That's a lot of people that he could be inspiring. A lot of people. 15 black female heroes we'd like to see. Oh no, we're not about to allow ads. Shad. Shard. Never heard of her. Natasha Irons. Yes, heard of her. Martha Washington. What? What? Oh, this is not Marvel. I thought this was strictly Marvel. It's all of them. It's everybody. But yeah, sorry for the shake. Black. He's spanning black in the comments. Yes, there are black. We love black. Black is beautiful. Ooh. Gifted. 15 black mutants we want to see on TV. Monet. Midnight's Fire. I've never heard of this dude before. Shard. There she goes again. Fatale. Jesse Bedlam. Does he appear? Okay, he appears. I was about to say, does he appear outside of Age of Apocalypse? He appears in X-Force 82. Sync. Ooh, bro, look at the artwork, right? Shout out Chris Bocciolo, bro. Trinity. This looks like Roger Cruz. 100%. I feel like that. I feel like I'm close. That's Roger Cruz. But that's a crazy way to spell her name. Prodigy. Okay, big shout out. Astrid Bloom. Girl, that's a real life model. That's a real life black queen right there. Gateway. Implant. I didn't know that guy was black. Frenzy. Tempo. King Bedlam. Bling. It's a wild name. let's see. Yeah, so I think the next thing would be like a compilation. Like, so we have page 1, we have page 2, and then page 3. I was thinking about doing maybe 4 pages, but page 3 would then be a page 3 would then be a collage of like the different generations of heroes that he inspired by staying, oh shoot, that's so fire. By staying, stand his ground. Azari. And not being, not backing down. Being an inspiration to future generations of young black heroes. The black and Afro-Latino heroes you may not know. Darwin. Sink. Which way is it going? Darwin, Sink, Storm, Gateway. Where's Gateway? Bishop Agenda could take most of MC by himself. Top left to right. Manifold, Frenzy. Top left. Manifold. Okay. Manifold, Frenzy, Bishop, Gentle, Sunspot, Darwin, Sink, Dark Veil, Prodigy, Oya, Monet, St. Croix, Storm, Bling, Dr. Reyes, and Triage. If I can save this post, I'll save it to comics. Yeah. Oh dang, this is crazy because these are 15 Blur Without Fear. These are just 15 Afro and Afro-Latin mutants, bro. Black and Afro-Latino mutants. These are not even like, and but that's the same ethos that Blue Marvel has. Black Marvel. A world that hates and fears them. That's actually an interesting concept. We could have a part where maybe there's some part where he was thinking about calling himself Blue Marvel or Black Marvel, and then he just calls himself Marvel. People start calling him, because he's black, people start calling him the Black Marvel. Get out of here. Get out of here. Black Marvel. And he says, but the name stuck. Though he eventually just came to be known as Marvel. Because, like, if you think about it, during the 60s and 70s, that would be that blaxploitation era. And he probably would embrace Black Marvel and get like a black and white suit until eventually like just becoming Marvel. But yeah, this is a fun little 30-minute video. Shoot, this dude, yeah. This is a fun little 30-minute video. All right, I'll catch y'all.